The camera's on.
Yes, it's on again.
My name is Steve Smith, and I decided that I have a serious problem. My mom said that I have a serious problem. I masturbate way too many times in a day. I'm up to 11 times a day. It's not even like steam anymore. It's just like air. It's like.
Steve's my son, and I tell you what, it's really hard to get him to focus on his homework because every time I try to get him to do something on math, he's masturbating.
Hi, Dad. I'm on Facebook.
Stevie, you can't go on Facebook.
Why not?
Because you need to do your homework.
Okay.
Stevie, we want to get you in a good college. You want to be a doctor, right?
Yeah.
Alright, look.
Sure.
2 times 2 equals what?
Bush, Halle Berry.
No! No, okay. 3 times 3 is... Steven, what are you doing?
What? Stop. I'm not.
Stop masturbating.
I'm not
Do
doing
your homework. Do your homework. Stop masturbating. I want you to be successful. And you know what? I don't know. It's just, it really hurts me as a father. All I want is my son to go to college and be a successful man. But no, every time I try to get him to do his homework, he masturbates. He seriously has a lisp problem. Like, I don't know how many times I try to get him to talk normally and it annoys the shit out of me.
Okay, so I have a lisp, in case you didn't notice, and I was in military school when I was 15 for a year, and there's this big black guy, and he it's kind of a funny story to think about it, but at the same time it's also a sad story, because we were in the shower, and I didn't know what a blowjob was at the time, and my dad told me that they're really good, so I wanted to try it, but I didn't know that you had to be the one getting it instead of be the one giving it. So I gave this guy a blowjob, and he knocked out my molar in the back of my mouth, and he gave me a lisp because now I can't talk normally through that side of my mouth because the air just right through the see you hear it? Goes right through my tooth.
I don't even know where to begin with this whole masturbating problem, or even how he turned into this boy. I mean, Stan was such a good kid. He always used to ride bikes, and then I tried to ride a bike with him and go bike riding, and he wouldn't even stop masturbating for that. Steve, honey, do you want to go ride bikes?
Yeah, I'm busy, you know, almost done.
Steve, you've been in there for 3 hours.
Hey, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Holy shit. There's a fucking big one, Mom. Here, let's go ride bikes. Hey, Mom, hang on, I'm gonna wash my hands quick. I'll get some bike in a second. Hang on.
What were you?
Hang on.
Steve!
Oh my God. Okay, let's go ride bikes, Mom. Let's go.
What the hell?
We're really concerned parents. Our Stevie means the world to us, and the last thing we want is for him to continue masturbating. He hasn't talked to any of his friends in over a year. He's never even talked to a girl because every time he does, he gets a boner. Like, how are you gonna talk to a girl and have a boner? Oh my God. Why? What is wrong with our child? What is wrong?
Steve, we've been best friends since he was born. Like, we'd always try to hang out, do whatever we could together. I would always protect him. Like, you know, he was always the weak one of the group. You know, we would go out and play, try and ride bikes. We stopped hanging out because his masturbating problem. But ever since I walked in on him masturbating, it hasn't been the same. Although his arm has gotten pretty big. Yo, Steve. No! What the fuck? Don't you remember our deal? I was supposed to be doing this with you! I was your best friend! No! How dare you! Why the
Alex,
Is
this
it-
is not fair. We had a deal. We had a deal.
Is it awkward that I finished right when you walked through the door and again when you started yelling at me?
My name is Aaron, Steve's younger brother. Well, Aaron Smith. Well, Steve has been somewhat of my best friend for most of my life. He kind of secludes himself now, locks his door, doesn't let anybody in. It's very, very sad because he's been there since I was born. He was in that delivery room. Well, probably that's where he got it from, but you know. If anything, it's really just disgusting how he can just take time off his hands. Well, they're sticky now, but how he can just take time off his hands to go and masturbate all day. He just masturbates. Like, no girl will ever go out with him because he masturbates so much. I think it's ridiculous. I still don't understand how he has any sperm cells, but, you know, I guess he says he's dominant. He gets a little rough with himself. I hear a little bit of a noise. Steve!
Hang on.
Steve!
You little bastard! You
Steve.
son of a bitch!
Steve!
Oh, God!
Steve, I gotta check my Facebook! Steve!
No, don't open the door! No!
See what I mean?
Was it all the ecstasy I took when I was 13?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's time we have an intervention and talk about this in front of him. We should just get everybody involved, because if we tell him how we feel about this whole masturbating problem, I'm pretty sure he'll understand and he'll stop.
Sure.
Yes. It's gonna be okay.
The fuck is this?
Steven,
I wasn't told about this. You're not supposed to do this to me.
take a seat.
No, it's,
We
where am I
gotta
gonna
talk
sit
to
down? Am I gonna sit on the
Sit
floor?
down.
Steven, please.
Down. Take a seat now.
Son,
I got
son, I love you. I love you. Just come on, open your heart for this, please.
Can I open my zipper first?
No!
Can I open
This
my
is the reason we're
zipper?
having this intervention.
Steven,
Come on,
please
Steven.
listen to your father.
Oh my, please, just listen.
Steven, for your best friend, please. By the way, your arm's really strong.
I know this story you should make.
Get away, he's getting a hard on. Get away.
What you talking about? Again, that's you.
Okay, who wants to go first? Who wants to tell Stephen how we feel?
I will.
All right, go.
Steven, as your best friend, it just breaks my heart that you're doing this. I can't believe you're doing this to us. Why?
Cause it feels good.
Okay. Your turn. Tell him how you feel.
Well, I am a very, very concerned brother. And I don't even remember a time when you did not masturbate frequently. I think it's
I didn't
ridiculous.
say that you were born. I got stuck in the bathroom. I got stuck in the hospital. I'm not gonna do it in a hospital.
Stephen.
God.
Stephen, enough.
There's no talking about.
I'll.
Stop making excuses.
Stephen, I love you. You give me a reason to get up in the morning. She doesn't satisfy me enough to give enough meaning in life. I love you, honey, but it's true. He deserves to be successful. You can be anything. You can be a doctor, a lawyer.
I want to be a chronic masturbator.
You're not
Is
gonna
that
be.
too much to
Stephen,
ask
you're not
for?
gonna be a chronic masturbator. Stephen, I want you to be successful in life. You need to stop this problem. You've been doing this since you've been 5 years old. Come on, wake up.
Shut up.
Wake up.
Sorry, I had an orgasm.
Stephen, get up now.
Sorry.
Stephen,
I can't move after I have an orgasm for
Stephen,
at least 30
enough.
seconds.
I'm going to tape an oven to your hand.
That's not gonna stop it. Mom already tried.
Okay, Stephen. Stephen, if you love this family, you will stop this immediately.
Okay, now I can move.
Stephen,
Why?
do you love this family?
Why?
Stephen, I love you, son. Do this for your father. I know you can do it. It's gonna be okay. So you won't? Are you gonna make the change? Okay. Let's start first thing tomorrow morning.
I'm sorry. I gotta go use the bathroom.
I felt it on my stomach.
Guys, I'm really changed. I have so many rushes on my stomach. It hurts, but I can't stop it. It feels so good! What's that sound?
Come on.
It sounds familiar.
Come on.
Wait a minute, it's Chad. Hey, Chad! Chad!
I'm sorry. It's a disease, okay?
No, it's not. I got rid of mine. You're just a pedophile. You freaky son of a bitch looking at child porn.
Is it too late to mention I fucked you while you were asleep?
Was that? Oh, wait, that's what that was. That's why my ass felt weird. I masturbate way too many times. And there was this big black guy, and he fuck you, Brendan. I'm looking in different directions, and all I see is fucking Brendan doing this.
I'm going.
It's a key. I went to military school for a year, and
semen.
Butt sex.
See.
You'd be like,
Huh? Steven!
maybe I don't know.
It's recording.
I like Jerry.
What about me, asshole?
Oh my
Okay.
god, I got bigger after looking at Jared.
I know it did. You motherfucker. Oh my god. Is that a fat joke?
You yell at him.
Shit!
Because of Jared.
It is because of Jared.
Screw you. Okay, alright.
Fat kid dropped the fry.
I forgot what face I did for that. It was, oh wait, no, I remember. Hey, James, trying to be a gay guy.